Yo, about to jump on the private jet back home. Yo, Wyoming was lit. Party was turned up. Yay, baby.
Hello, everyone. Let us say the valet prayer together.
Would I look like a valet?
Hope you guys are doing well. This episode is sponsored by patreon.com/valet. If you sign on to patreon.com/valet, you get early content. You get behind the scenes blogs from me. You get pins in the mail. I'll send you a little kiss and personal messages. I will literally write you guys because Patreon people are top valets. They're top customers. I believe in them and thank you for supporting me on there. Patreon.com/valet. Hop on that shit. You can pay $1 and get this episode early. You get podcast episodes early. And I just gotta tell you, in 2019, there's gonna be a lot of crazy shit happening on DSC, and I'm gonna be cluing you guys in on the back end of it. I know, like, I used to talk about this stuff more on vlogs and things like that, but I want to keep that out of the channel as much, and it's going to be on Patreon now. I'm going to be talking like ad nauseum about. You're going to see all this crazy stuff happening, and in these blogs and sort of audio posts, I'll talk to you guys about why I choose to do what I'm doing, like who are the personnel, a little more about who's working on these things, and like whatever I'm struggling with, because there's gonna be a lot of that too. So yeah, okay. Before I get into all the shit I got planned for this episode, we gotta do the thing. We gotta do the 1 minute of doing whatever the fuck it is you want to do, but it will not be consuming stuff. So if you're walking, just don't do anything. You can meditate, you can be silent, whatever the fuck. I don't really give a shit. 1 minute, starting now. So I was thinking about two things just now. The first thing was like, my life recently, like over the past few months, it's felt like my life is kind of like I'm on rails. Like I'm in one of those Donkey Kong carts that my life is just like I'm being pulled. Just imagine me. I'm Donkey Kong and King K. Rool is throwing stuff at me, and it's like I find myself in these moments where it's like, all right, I'm sitting at a table in front of people, in front of a camera. How did I get to this point? This is kind of weird. I know it's right, and it's what I need to be doing, but it is scary to some extent, because I'm sort of like holding on to this thing. I'm like, okay, I'm being pulled into this thing. And I guess it's a good sign if you're kind of scared of stuff sometimes, or if you have nerves creatively. That was for the first 30 seconds of the silence. But the next 30 seconds, I was thinking about a YouTube comment where someone wrote that during the silence they were catching Mewtwo. And I don't know why it was so fucking funny. Just imagine some dude in his bedroom just being like he's focusing on catching Mewtwo. For so many reasons. I don't know why that's so weird to me, but Mewtwo shouldn't have been a catchable Pokemon. He should have just been like, you throw a ball at him and he's like, fuck that shit, dude. I'm not getting in.
Mewtwo wouldn't allow himself to be caught.
Right. He's like, or he thinks, or he makes you think that you caught him, but he actually fucking caught you, and then you're in his ball. You're like, oh my fucking God, Mewtwo, you got me, son. Damn. You're crying, trapped in a ball. You can't tell me that, like, the majority of Pokemon probably don't want to be caught. I'm not like a vegan guy or something, but like, it just seems like it should be more of a partnership. Like, do you consent to being trapped in this ball? Because I don't think
I think they recognize like the weirdness of it, and that's why in the most recent games, your favorite Pokemon is like kind of out of the Pokeball and like following you around. And yeah, it's like I think that's kind of their way of saying like, maybe this isn't as weird and creepy as like capturing these Pokemon in these little tiny prisons.
Oh yeah. I guess Pikachu was. I don't know. Pikachu's kind of weak, man. The way they characterized him on the show, like, oh, he's the most powerful one, and Team Rocket's always trying to get him. It's like, what was their purpose anyway? Like,
but didn't their boss hate them? He was like, didn't he actually fire them at some point? He was like, oh, great, you caught a Pikachu. Fantastic. I think they successfully captured the Pikachu one time.
Really?
Yeah, once. And then he was like, good job for nothing. Why am I paying you?
I think Jesse and James were like, they were outcast Team Rocket people who never really. I think they thought they were like hot shit, but they really weren't. They were just kind of like just outcast. They probably should have gone into that more. But then again, I'm talking about an anime from '99. Interesting fact about Pokemon, that shit got me wanting to like really draw. Like that was one of my inspirations for really getting into this whole drawing business. You know what I'm saying, dog? I'm curious about what your influences are, the things that make you want to draw or write and all that stuff. Post that shit in the comments below. Also post how you feel about Mewtwo versus Mew. I want to know your thoughts on the psychic Pokemon. Why do they keep creating legendaries? Like the concept of legendary is like you should only have 3, right?
Yeah, at least a limited amount, yeah.
But they just keep bringing out more legendaries every time.
It just makes it way less, like, special, you know?
It's like and then people are just catching them. You see, it's like seeing this god being, and you're just like, ah! You throw the ball, and you're like, oh, somehow I got trapped into this shit. Legendary Pokemon. I don't like that shit either. I've caught my share of Pokemon in a day.
What was your go-to Pokemon?
Ooh. All right, if I go way back to my younger self, this is like 98. We just got a silver Game Boy Pocket. We got Pokemon Blue. I think Bulbasaur was my first real, just the one I kind of bonded with, or I liked the most. Bulbasaur, Gyarados was pretty good, but I didn't feel any like personal connection to Gyarados. I think Chimchar. You know Chimchar? He's like a fire monkey.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like a cute fire monkey. Yeah.
That one's cool too.
Turns into not primate. What the fuck does he turn into?
Like a fighting. Like a big kick.
Yeah.
Type?
Yeah, he was a fighting
Blaziken. He turns into like, he looks like Cher with like a flaming Cher. What about you guys? Favorite Pokemon?
Slowbro was my bro.
Slowbro. He was a weed smoker, man.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
I've never played a single Pokemon game.
Whoa.
Editor Ryan is about to get banished from this podcast, dude.
Wow.
Editor Ryan has never played Pokemon.
Read.
This guy's too smart for us. That's Downhill Media talking in the background. If you guys don't know Downhill Media, you should. Sorry I didn't introduce you guys before. I should start doing that. I'll remember in the future. Pokemon. So, Pokemon Go was really cool for like... It was like 2 months where everyone was playing. So you still didn't play it, Ryan?
No.
It was an interesting experience though, because like
everyone was engaged.
Yeah, like I went out to Old Town, and we were just walking around, and so many people would just come up to us. Oh, are you catching Pokemon? And we were like, yeah. And we just like joined this random group of people, and we were all just like a mob of people catching Pokemon.
Or people would stare at us and be like, why would you go outside to play a video game? And I'd say, well, I mean, you sound like you have a very exciting life. So
Who's this guy?
I mean, we went to the zoo and we actually saw like we overheard someone like walking by being like, I just don't get it. Like, why are you here to catch Pokemon and not look at the animals? It's like it's called multitasking, sir.
But there's animals right here. They got they got the monkeys playing Pokemon Go inside their cages. That'd be weird.
But they're actual humans.
Oh shit! They're capturing us.
Yeah.
Did you play Pokemon Go, Tom?
I played it for like a week. I have a hard time sticking with any video game these days. I went through my phases where I could play a game for 70 hours, but I can't. That part of me is dead.
I feel the exact same way. Yeah, like I got the new Spider-Man game and it's great, but I just haven't been able to stick with it. Same thing with God of War. Like I loved it, but I just can't. I'm just terrible at sticking with games that are really long like that.
I would force myself. A God of War, because that thing is emotionally deep.
I need to continue that.
I mean, it's Naughty Dog, or is it Sony?
Yeah, it's Naughty Dog.
God, they're so fucking good. Last of Us 2, I think, is going to be one of the greatest games ever made. I'm going to say that shit right now. If I could invest in games, I would put $20 on Last of Us 2.
$20?
20 bucks. The big buckaroos. Down home media shitting on me. It's okay. I don't give a fuck. All right. That's all I got in my pocket.
I'll throw in $20 too.
Oh yeah, right. $40. I don't think there have been any. I don't think games have gone public, but it seems like there should be a video game stock market. There should be a way to invest in games. If that was a thing, can you invest in things that don't exist? Intellectual property? Can you do that?
Like ghosts?
No, not ghosts. No.
Put 20 on the fucking ghost over there in the corner.
I want to invest in ghosts now, though.
Ghost coin?
Ghost coin.
No, but like, okay, let's say Wolverine was publicly traded. The concept of Wolverine, so it's like whoever owns Wolverine, it's like, okay, this is going to be a big year for him. I think he's going to survive and do pretty well and prosper. And you put money into him or something. Because like right now it's like Fox, Sony, Marvel, and Disney are like, they're all fighting with these characters. Like, and like X-Men is owned by Fox, I think, but not Marvel. And they lend these characters out to the other company and shit. So
yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can invest that specifically.
Especially just as like a public person, and also people already feel like they're
not public.
Something.
Public people.
I mean, just like random people. Like maybe I misunderstood you. Like I thought
Oh,
you
you're
were
just
saying...
talking about like characters, like. No,
I mean I mean like just random people being able to invest in characters. Like people already feel like they're owed something. So if I literally had stock in a character, I'd be like, okay, I literally am owed something at this point.
But if you only have one share of Wolverine stock, and there's like 20 million shares, then you can't. Oh, okay. So we have a problem now. If IP is publicly traded, then that means that if you owned, a rich person could get all the Wolverine stock and be like, no, Wolverine is a baby now. We're like, what? He's not a no, he is, because I said. And then we would have to make Wolverine a baby? Canon? Like that would become canon, right? Or something? But the thing about IP too is like, there's not one Batman. Batman is one thing. He's Bruce Wayne. His parents died. He puts on a black suit. That's like the core of it. But there are so many offshoots. It's like the Spider-Verse thing, which does tie in nicely to me sucking Spider-Man's dick a little more. That movie was amazing, but I think Spider-Verse might be a harbinger of this thing that we discussed way back with Halloween splintering off. Like, I think Marvel is really smart for splintering off this IP and being like, why is it just Peter Parker? If it's just, like, let's say, and if you want to just talk about money, then that's fine. It's like, okay, let's get Black and Latino kids to pay more money to see Spider-Man. Let's give them theirs.
And I think that's honestly the way for DC to save its universe too. To do something
Gay
like
Aquaman.
Gay Aquaman.
It is I.
I don't know, you probably sound the same. I don't know why I made that voice.
It's me.
Because, you know, they're in a situation where they want to keep their Wonder Woman and their Aquaman, but Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill are done. So maybe do some kind of alternate dimension thing to have a different Batman and a different Superman. That's what I think.
DC has had plenty of Infinite Crises, so why wouldn't they go for that? I mean, I heard Aquaman was okay, and I'll say this every day. I love Marvel more, but I want to see a fair fight. I mean, this is like seeing Habib like stomp a baby out in the octagon. So I come on, it's got to be more fair. Like, let's see DC like figure some of their shit out. So you get like couple different Batman. They tried Batman International in the comics. They tried a couple of Batman at some point. Green Lantern, they split them off into different colors. There's like Blue Lanterns and all that other shit. Maybe that'll hit mainstream at some point. I have no interest in watching those CW shows, though, that people keep telling me about. Even if Gorilla Grodd was trying to assassinate Obama, they almost got me interested in that.
What?
You didn't know about this?
No.
Gorilla Grodd went back in time.
You might want to watch this now.
Yeah, Gorilla Grodd goes back in time and tries to kill Obama. Which is,
The fuck?
I mean, it's pretty cool. Obama would talk his way out of that shit.
Oh, he totally would.
He'd hug it out.
They'd be friends.
I know you want to fucking kill me, but just come here, Gorilla. Just hug me out. Come on. And then he would turn him into like his lackey, and he would run as his vice president or some shit. You would definitely lose the presidency if you couldn't win with a psychic, telekinetic gorilla as your opponent, as your running mate. But I want to see what politics looks like in the X-Men world. Like I would probably watch 2 hours of C-SPAN from the Marvel universe, because it would be so much more interesting. They'd be like, man, this woman wants to abort her child, but she's the child is going to be a telekinetic, will probably be an S-class mutant. Are you allowed to abort? Like, should we give this kid a chance to fight their way out of the womb or something? I don't know. And then they go to Supreme Court where they have like Wolverine and shit arguing and stuff. I haven't really thought out. I haven't finished that thought. How are you guys feeling out there in the world? Listening to this podcast wherever you are. What's going on? It's 2019 now by the time you're hearing this. You're in the future. I don't know if you thought you'd be here, but you're here now.
And so New Year's resolutions, Dom?
Oh my God.
I had to ask you.
Oh my God. I'm trying to stack this paper. You understand? That's all I'm trying to do. I don't care, man. I get these reams of paper and I stack them shits. I create like an obelisk out of the paper. I'm stacking. I told you I was gonna stack this paper. What the fuck do you think I was gonna do? Support more black businesses. Which means supporting myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about nobody else. Fuck y'all. That I want to put more. Okay, this is a tough one. We're gonna go there. I'm gonna fucking go there. My resolution is to focus more on what's in front of me and what is. This is gonna be kind of hard to explain. I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but I'm very inclined to be excited by new ideas and new people and new everything, and just kind of seeking things that are new, because new just means potential. New is like you can think about what's going to happen. It's still shiny. It's still like, oh, it's so much, but you've put no effort into. So when something new has come up to you, you've invested nothing in it. It's purely what you think is going to happen, and it's just, new is great because it does stimulate your mind and all that stuff, but old is, the good thing about old is like you learn about yourself. I mean, old friends, old ideas that you keep like stoking and reviving and sort of returning to. and I think that stuff keeps you anchored in a certain way. So I want to pay more attention to old ideas, old friends. When I say old, I mean like recurring people in my life, people who I want to be in my life. I want to sort of give them more attention and I want to return to things more. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes total sense.
Because I think I'm always just going out, and I mean, here's another example. I mean, I used to do this a lot more. I'm getting better about it, but I would get way more excited to interview a new person than to interview a person I've already talked to before. And I think that's there's like the good and bad with that, but I think I want to bring back more people who I know I have a good connection with and just build that up more. So that's my biggest resolution, and I think that's very doable. What about you guys? Downhill Media resolutions. Hit me.
Yoga.
That's a good one.
But yeah, I'll do it later. I haven't started.
You're supposed to do it now.
No, that's all right.
Just, pretty much the same thing every year. Just work on more creative projects. Just in general, I want more art explained and more new video projects on the Downhill Media channel.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
We got a lot planned.
Okay.
It's kind of, I mean, that's boring, but it is what it is. What about you?
Editor Ryan with resolution.
If I could make 5 to 10 short films, I think that I would be happy about that.
5 to 10. How short? How short are you talking?
I mean, like minimum like 3 minutes. I don't know.
Okay. I'll hold you to that.
It's good. It's ambitious. That's good.
That's how many 5 to 10 would be like almost one a month. You're committing to like 1 3-minute long video a month, which is so doable.
They don't have to be good. I just want to have something.
That's even better. Dude, I encourage everyone to make the worst version of your shit. I think our only criteria for creativity moving forward should be like, as long as it's you, even if it's a shitty version of you, even if it's just a shit, like then it's fine. You just keep throwing that shit out there. These are good resolutions, y'all. Also in the comments, after you're done talking about Mewtwo, I know one of you motherfuckers was writing like an essay about Mewtwo is actually the greatest Pokemon ever. I will explain to you why. Telekinetics are actually... after you're done writing that shit, tell me your New Year's resolutions. I want to know about that shit. Where we at on time? Ooh. All right, question time. All right. I'm becoming comfortable with the fact, and I hope you guys become comfortable with the fact that a lot of my thoughts and ideas are going to revert back to Marvel and comics. So if you're not comfortable with that now, just order a couple of X-Men comics and get into that shit, because everything kind of revolves back to that for me. We got a question. This is the question segment. We're in the question segment right now. We're in the question zone. You're trapped in the question zone with me, Young C. If you want to ask questions to me any fucking time, 24/7, 365, hop on your damn computer or your phone, email ask@domrabburn.com. Come on, motherfuckers. Let's get more crazy questions. What I mean by crazy is format. Let's get audio, video, music. Make your question in the form of a comic. Maybe it's me going on a date with a Mewtwo, and that's your question. I dare one of you motherfuckers to send in a comic of me dating Mewtwo. Is that bestiality? I hope not.
I'm going to say that it is not bestiality.
Okay, thank you. From Downhill Media, validating me. All right, so we got a question. Viewer question from Abe Martinez. I hope I can say your name. Yeah, let's just assume in the future that whatever your name that you put into the thing, I'm just going to say it. I hope that's okay with you guys. It says, hey, Dom, love your stuff. It's super relaxing and inspiring to listen to while I work on my art or if I'm on the go. My very poignant, heavy, important question is, who is your man crush Monday? I had time to think about this. It's Nick Fury. from the Marvel Universe. Nick Fury, super underrated character. Is it because I find him physically attractive? No. I think the most attractive man in the Marvel Universe is probably... Oh, this is tough. Maybe Miles Morales. He's a handsome fella. Also, throw you for a loop, Silver Surfer. Now think about this, okay? You know I'm gonna go there. This dude's whole body is made out of silver, right? When you see him, he has no genitalia. That's because Marvel doesn't want you to know the truth, okay? The truth is that Silver Surfer has a silver dick and balls. His dick is silver, and he's flying around the galaxy at top interstellar speed. But like, he has no hair on his body, but if he's affected by gravity in any way, it means his like silver dick is like flopping in the air as he's just like flying around. He should put some underwear on. That's all I'm saying is like put on some silver underwear, and we can just take care of this problem, Marvel. And if you guys hire me to do some shit, there's going to be some penises in it. I'm telling you right now. I'm warning you. Anyway, Nick Fury is my Man Crush Monday because this is a guy who you don't get to see his power, but he does have a superpower where he's like, when he goes home at night, he sits there with a bunch of sheets of paper and he's like, Hulk never gets along with Falcon. When Hulk and Falcon are on missions, there's a 30% decrease in them being successful. So get Hulk out of there. Put I don't know, Black Panther with this person. We're gonna send them on this mission to Haiti to stop like these dudes from killing each other. Blah blah blah. So he's strategizing all this shit and thinking about who goes well with what. I think that's very valuable. Here's a little secret I'll tell you guys. Whenever you ask someone who their favorite hero is, they're pretty much going to be telling you about themselves or the qualities that they really wish they had. And that is the beauty of comics. Abe, thank you very much for that question. Got any questions from the gallery? Down Media, Editor Ryan? Michelle, with the 3-pointer.
Oh, what's the sexiest Pokemon?
Oh my fucking God.
Mewtwo.
Y'all trying to trap me, man.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I've thought about this. Oh, God. Look, I do not watch Pokemon hentai. I don't do that. Is that illegal?
It should be.
The FBI, put it down. Oh shit.
They're gonna knock on our door right now.
Oh fuck. They got Pokeballs strapped to them. Put it down, fucking asshole. It's gotta be Ditto. Because a Ditto could turn into a human. Yes, it would have a Ditto face, which is disgusting. But like, they'd be like, just like, and it would just say Ditto or something.
You could ask them to wear some kind of like bag over their head or something.
Why are you asking? Could you please just put?
Would you mind?
You could just still see its beady eyes through the bag.
See,
it's
no,
just,
that might be worse.
Yeah, pretty disgusting. I just watched a whole documentary the other day on. I am so fascinated by sex dolls, like those real dolls. I'll watch anything having to do with those. And no, the answer is no. I wouldn't fuck with one of them because I'd feel like. Look, all right. I'm not gonna judge people who would do that, who would mess around with these sex dolls, but personally, I like humans. But I will go on record by saying that like if replicants were real, I would flip this table over and sprint to my nearest replicant bar and try to hit on every woman there. Probably get my ass beat. But they'd just be like regular women. They would just be like, I really have no memories of the past. But people are racist towards them, right? Replicants, like they really hate them.
Yeah, there's definitely some like themes of racism going on in the Blade Runner universe for sure.
But they're strong as shit, aren't they? Like they'll just like they kind of have like unlimited. So even if you wanted to fuck with them, I mean, like you can't How did I get on this topic? Why am I talking about robot sex? All right, show's over, y'all. Thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget, ask@domrabbin.com if you have any questions. Don't forget, patreon.com/valet if you want to see these things a day early. Thank you. See you on the next episode, where I will probably talk about robot sex.